Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So after that impressive win away to Leeds at the end of the last video, let's see if we can build on that result here at home to Newcastle. So in the early moments here, Newcastle moving it around really well, keeping the ball patiently, and eventually comes to Guimaraes, who plays it into Wissa, who holds it up, passes it into Joelinton, who hits it first time into the back of the net, 1-0 Newcastle. So not the start we were looking for, as Diouf tries to find Somerville, who seems to take a bit of a knock there from the defender, and he stays down, but Newcastle continue with the attack. So eventually it comes to Joelinton, who tries to find Ilanga, but Todibo intercepts it well. And now West Ham are on the attack. So Fernandes plays it out to Walker Peters. Walker Peters plays it into Jarrod Bowen, and Jarrod Bowen makes a good ball back to Walker Peters, who makes another forward run. Walker Peters plays it into Fernandes, who waits for some support. A neat exchange here with Jarrod Bowen. And Fernandes tries to pick out Ward-Prowse, but gets cut out. And then this time it's Newcastle's turn to attack. Gordon passes it into Wissa. Wissa waits for support on the wing. He chooses to switch the play, but overhits the pass, and the chance is gone, and it's a goal kick. So from the goal kick here, Areola plays it short to Kilman. Kilman plays it into Todibo, who tries to find Fernandes but gives it away to Anthony Gordon. It comes into Wissa, who turns really nicely and puts it in the back of the net, 2-0. Really poor stuff there from West Ham, and now mounting to climb to get back in the game. So yet again, Newcastle on the attack. Newcastle full of confidence. Joelinton plays it into Wissa and just overruns it, and Areola collects it. But once again, really sloppy play. Areola throws it out to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse loses it. Hands possession back to Newcastle, who get another chance to make it 3 before half-time. But Bruno's shot is cut out by Todibo. So Somerville didn't really recover from that knock early in the game, and I took him off and brought on Felipe to try and give us a different attacking option. Diouf plays it into Paquetá. Paquetá into Bowen. Bowen waits for Diouf to make the run, which he does, but Bowen decides to come all the way back to Todibo. Todibo plays it across to Walker Peters. Felipe gets his first touch of the game. Plays it back to Mavropanos. Todibo across to Kilman. Kilman into Diouf. Diouf out to Bowen. Bowen back into Diouf, but it's a weak shot. And now it's Newcastle's turn to attack. Gordon here plays it back to Raum. And Raum makes a good pass to Joelinton, who made a forward run. Gordon plays it into Wissa here, but Fernandes does well and cuts it out. So about halfway into the second half now then. Todibo picks up the ball, plays it out to Walker Peters. Some nice passing here. Walker Peters finds Fernandes again. Fernandes plays it into Paquetá. But Paquetá makes a really poor pass and once again loses possession. And Newcastle look to punish that mistake from West Ham. They pass it around, wait for the opportunity. Tonali and Joelinton exchanging passes here. And this time between Raum and Tonali. Raum plays it into Gordon. Joelinton into Wissa, who turns his man Todibo really easily. And Bruno makes it 3-0. And Newcastle didn't look like they wanted to stop there. Fernandes once again hands possession back to Newcastle. Wissa plays it into Gordon. Gordon looks for the return pass to Wissa, but eventually plays it out to Round, who knocks it into Wissa, who takes a first time shot with his left foot just wide of the post. Without doubt the worst performance of our season so far. A really poor display from West Ham there. But with the next game at home to Burnley, a great chance to turn things around and get the result we want. So Walker-Peters tries to find Somerville here, but a great tackle by Hartman. Anthony plays it into Yates. Comes back out here to Anthony. Yates plays it into Schmid, who finds Florentino with the 1-2 and Schmid with the first time shot, 1-0 Burnley. So not the start to the game we were looking for. And you can probably hear the discontentment from the crowd in the background, and rightly so. It's been really poor from West Ham. And then this time Walker-Peters with the clumsy ball, and yet again gives away possession, which seems to be the theme of West Ham's play at the moment. And Schmid passes it into Walker, who plays a first time ball into Foster, but this time Areola saves. So this time West Ham have a chance to attack. Fernandes plays it back to Mavropanos. Across to Diouf, who finds Bowen on the wing. First time touch into Paquetá, who plays in Bowen, who made a forward run. Plays it into Castellanos, first time shot, 1-1. Castellanos must have been quite close to being offside here, but puts the ball away nicely. So with just over half an hour gone, West Ham try and build another attack. Walker-Peters plays it into Somerville. Somerville back to Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters back into Somerville. Somerville runs to the byline. Passes it back into Fernandes, but the defender does well. And from that interception, it gives Burnley one final chance to attack before the half-time break. Larsson passes it into Foster, into Schmid, back into Foster, who takes a great shot into the bottom left-hand corner and makes it 2-1 to Burnley. So West Ham lots of work to do in the second half here. But we start quite brightly, and Walker-Peters goes on another one of his forward runs. Plays it into Somerville. Somerville cuts back, passes it into Castellanos, who tries to find Fernandes, but the ball gets cut out. And then this time it's Burnley on the attack.
It's West Ham United facing Bournemouth. I'm really looking forward to it. Always a great atmosphere in that stadium, and it should be an entertaining match.
West Ham temporarily win the ball back, but almost immediately lose it again. Burnley pass it around, trying to find a route to goal. Florentino across to Yates. Hartman tries to find Schmid, and Schmid takes a shot and Areola saves. A good performance from Schmid in this game, I thought. He was heavily involved in a lot of Burnley's attacking play. So this time West Ham play it out from the back. Paquetá picks it up deep in his own half. Diouf lifts it over to Bowen. And a lung-bursting run, almost from his own goal line, by Paquetá. But he runs out of steam and the defender makes a good recovery. So about halfway into the second half, West Ham with a free kick. Paquetá plays it into Fernandes. Back into Mavropanos. Somerville into Walker-Peters. Fernandes finds Castellanos, but Walker makes a great tackle. But Diouf manages to pick it up again. Into Bowen, Paquetá finds Fernandez. Fernandez plays it out to Walker Peters. Walker Peters back into Somerville. Walker Peters makes a run into the area. Back out to Somerville. Into Fernandez. Across to Paquetá, who finds Diouf. And Castellanos with a chance to level the game, but a great save from the goalkeeper. But Castellanos picks it up again, back into Diouf, and he hits it wide. So into added time, Mavropanos kicks it long, but Humphries wins a header. Cullen plays it into the relentless Schmid, who plays a 1-2 with Foster, and he tries to chip it over Areola, but Areola makes a save. So yet another really disappointing result for West Ham. And we head into the next game against Bournemouth away. And we've made a slight change for this game. I've been really impressed with Walker Peters going forward, so I've put him ahead of Somerville on the right wing, and we'll see how he gets on. So Todibo there with a dubious tackle there from behind, in a dangerous position, but the referee doesn't give anything. And it comes out to Bowen, who plays it into Diouf, and then up to Felipe, who waits for the run from Diouf, who picks it up, plays it back into Bowen, and then back into Diouf, who heads towards the penalty area, cuts back into Bowen, once again back into Diouf. Paquetá picks it up, plays it to Souček, who touches it to Wan-Bissaka. Nice ball into Felipe, but the defender does well and the chance is gone. So we head into the last 10 minutes of this game, and Bournemouth are on the attack. And Kluivert plays it into Krupi, and Todibo gives away the free kick. So Semenyo with a chance to win the game for Bournemouth, but finds it just wide of Areola's goal. So from the goal kick, Areola kicks it out to Diouf. Diouf plays it inside to Todibo, who passes it along to Paquetá, who finds Bowen on the wing, making a forward run. And Bowen passes it into Castellanos, who fires it into the net and makes it 1-0 to West Ham. And instead of 1 point, we have a great chance to take all three. So Bowen with all the time in the world to pick out Castellanos, who smashes it first time with his left foot into the back of the net. So Bournemouth kick off again, with just 2 minutes added time to go. Surely it's too late for them to get anything from the game now. But they push everyone forward here, and eventually comes to Alvaro on the left, who holds it up, waits for support, which comes from the left back Truffert, who plays it into Kluivert, who takes a shot, Areola saves, it comes straight back to Kluivert, who smashes it into the back of the net, and devastatingly for West Ham United, Bournemouth take a point. So a great opportunity lost there for West Ham to take all 3 points, as we go into the home game against Liverpool. And it's Liverpool here, just after 10 minutes gone, on the attack. Wirtz plays it into Gravenberch. Eventually comes back to Wirtz, who dribbles into the penalty area, spins nicely, and hits it into the top right corner to make it 1-0 to Liverpool. So we rested Areola for this game. Advancing kicks it out to Walker Peters. Walker Peters plays it across the back. Igor eventually finds Diouf on the left hand side. Bowen makes a great run here, but Diouf doesn't see him and plays it back inside, and it comes all the way back to Walker Peters on the right. Walker Peters plays in Somerville, but Pedro wins it back really well, plays it into Salah, back into Pedro, into Wirtz, Isak passes it into Salah, who smashes it into the top right corner, 2-0 Liverpool. So 5 minutes before half time here, Felipe tries to find Kilman, who'd made a forward run. Defender does well. Wirtz picks it up, hits a long ball over the top to Isak, who latches onto it, But Mavropanos makes a great interception and it comes to Diouf. Diouf tries to clear it but goes straight to Frimpong. Isak plays it back to Wirtz. And eventually Mavropanos cuts it out and the chance is gone for Liverpool. So into the second half then, West Ham with a throw in deep in their own half. Ward-Prowse picks it up, plays it back to Igor. Igor into Rodriguez. Rodriguez out to Walker-Peters, who lifts it over. Finds Somerville. He makes a good little run here. Passes it into Felipe, but Van Dijk makes a vital tackle. And then it's Liverpool's turn to attack. Wirtz picks it up in the middle. Diouf temporarily wins the ball back, gives it back to Wirtz, who waits for an option. Eventually decides to pass it inside to Gravenberch, who finds Isak, who lays a nice ball into Frimpong, who fires his shot off, but Amundsen with a great point-blank save on his left-hand side. So into the last 15 minutes in, Liverpool on the attack again. Isak finds Wirtz, who picks out Salah. Salah with the fancy pass into Frimpong. Frimpong plays it back into Wirtz, who passes it into Isak, who fires it into the back of the net, but he's just offside. So Isak with a disallowed goal there, but he gets another chance in the last few seconds of the game. And this time he picks it up and makes no mistake, 3-0. So things not getting too much easier for West Ham, with an away trip to Manchester United in the next game. And it's Manchester United with the early chance, Šeško with the shot from a difficult angle, and Areola makes a save. And shortly after, it's Manchester United back on the attack. Šeško plays it in, eventually comes to Mbeumo, who takes a shot, and Areola with a save again. So Mbeumo loses out here, and it's West Ham's chance to attack. Bowen picks it up. Diouf makes a forward run, but Bowen plays it back to the young centre-back Myers, who finds Paquetá, and eventually comes over to Wan-Bissaka, who's playing against his former team, picks out Castellanos in the centre, who plays a lovely ball over the top, into the feet of Fernandes, who fires his left foot shot just past the right hand post. So a great chance for West Ham there to make it 1-0. And they're back in possession just before half-time. Mavropanos plays it across the back to Todibo, who finds Diouf on the left-hand side, who passes it into Bowen. Bowen waits for Diouf to make the overlap, which he does. And Diouf picks it up in space. And now it's Bowen's turn to make the overlap. Diouf with a good ball into Bowen, who plays a first-time pass into Castellanos. Castellanos controls it really well, and fires the ball to the goalkeeper's left-hand side to make it 1-0 to West Ham. So once again then, Bowen justifying his place on the left-hand side with a great ball into Castellanos, who finishes it really well past the goalkeeper Lamens. So halfway through the second half, Manchester United in possession. Bouanga plays it into Agate, who finds Šeško, who waits for Mbeumo to find space, which he does, and plays a 1-2 back to Šeško, who fires the ball past Areola to make it 1-1. So into the last 5 minutes then, West Ham holding on to the point as Manchester United are on the attack again. Fernandes finds Mbeumo, and Souček flies in with a horrible tackle from behind. And with the referee reaching for his pocket, it's a red card for Souček. So Fernandes then with a chance from the free kick to win the game for Manchester United, but a good stop from Areola. So Mbeumo with the corner, launches it in towards Šeško, but Wan-Bissaka wins the header and Areola collects the ball. But unbelievably, the referee's seen a foul on Maguire by Bowen, who gives him a yellow card, but more importantly gives Manchester United a penalty and a chance to win the game. A clumsy tackle there from Bowen, but Maguire definitely makes the most of it. So Fernandes steps up then
This to put them in front.
and makes no mistake. Manchester United take all 3 points.
Well, it might be early in the game.
So another disappointing result then, and a really poor run of form here for West Ham as we face Brighton away from home. It's West Ham in possession here, nearly 10 minutes gone. Ward-Prowse plays it back to Myers, the young defender. Wan-Bissaka back into Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse finds Paquetá in the centre, and Castellanos all on his own here, who has plenty of time to fire West Ham into a 1-0 lead. So exactly the start we were looking for. And Brighton kick us off again. And Fruk here eventually plays it forward to Minte. And Minte with a good run here on the right. Crosses it in, but Igor wins the header. So Paquetá picks it up in his own half, lobs it over to Castellanos. Castellanos waits for Somerville to make his run. Somerville receives the ball, plays it back into Castellanos. A touch into Paquetá, and Paquetá fires it past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0. So a good move from West Ham here. Somerville into Castellanos, and Paquetá with that left foot makes no mistake. So a great start here for West Ham as Brighton kick off again and try and get back into the game. And they keep it and move it around quite nicely here. And eventually it comes inside to Hinchelwood, who plays a great ball under pressure back to Mitoma. And initially the young defender here, Myers, cuts it out, but loses it again, and it comes to Fruk, who hits it really sweetly past Areola, and Brighton half the deficit. So just under 10 minutes to go to half time, and this time Castellanos with a poor ball. And Hinchelwood picks it up, plays it into Minter, who plays it into Jorginho. Igor wins the ball back but passes it straight to Mitoma, who does really well here and gets Brighton back to 2-2. So once again, things not going too well. West Ham given away a 2-goal lead. But once again, they're on the attack here. Castellanos tries to phone Bowen, but the defender wins a header and the chance is gone. And now this time it's Brighton's turn to attack. A great ball into Fruk on the left wing, who has got all the time in the world to do something positive with the ball. He takes a shot, but Areola saved, and luckily for West Ham it falls to Diouf and they play it out. Paquetá finds Somerville on the wing. Somerville plays it back to Diouf, Diouf back into Somerville, and this time Somerville plays it inside to Paquetá. Paquetá once again plays it out to Somerville, who tries to lift it over to Castellanos, but the defender does well. And now, as I say, it's like a basketball game, one end to the other. This time it's Brighton on the attack. Fruk picks it up, passes it out to Mitoma, back into Fruk. A pass inside to Jorginho. Jorginho finds Mitoma again. And this time Mitoma runs into the box. Nice bit of skill. Takes a shot, but a great save by Areola from close range. So the game became really quite frantic now. West Ham pick up possession, lose it straight away. Brighton have another chance to attack. This time Minte into Fruk. Fruk holds it up into Jorginho. Jorginho back to Fruk, and Areola with another decent save. So just over 10 minutes to go in the game. Brighton with a free kick deep in their own half. West Ham win a header back. Ward-Prowse plays it into Castellanos. Castellanos finds Somerville on the wing. Somerville with the strike, the keeper can't hold it, and Castellanos follows it in with a great diving header to make it 3-2 to West Ham. So Somerville with a great run. Unlucky there with his shot, but Castellanos once again in the right place at the right time with a great diving header. And finally some positivity for West Ham and their supporters. After a difficult run, they're back to winning ways. So a look at the table then. West Ham into 14th, played 15, won 3, drawn 6 and lost 6. So only 3 wins. We'll need to improve on that a lot, but we have something to build on now. Next game is Aston Villa. who we'll see have dropped down to 6th place now, so they're on a bad run of form. And we'll see the surprise leaders Nottingham Forest at the top, 4 points clear of Chelsea in 2nd place. So in the end, they're not the best of runs for West Ham, but we do end the episode with some positivity. Hopefully we'll carry that over to the next episode. So as always, thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.